Welcome to Genesis. Genesis is a supportive housing unit run by CMHA. We have 28 units in the complex. It's permanent housing, so once people move in, they can stay as long as they're working on some goals.
At Genesis Place, we came up with the name because it was a place of new beginnings, and so a place for people to start attaining and working on their wellness. When CMHA had the opportunity to apply to be the operator of the Old Fortune Motel, it was their goal, as they seen an overrepresentation of Indigenous people in shelters and on the streets. So with this program, we wanted to meet the needs of having at least 40% people of Indigenous representing. However, we've exceeded that and we're at least 60%.
We provide lunch and dinner for the residents here. Breakfast they would make on their own. Residents out at Genesis are quite independent. We do have staff here 24 hours a day.
We are 24 hours a day staffed. We also have some unique aspects here. We have a cultural support worker who supports staff and clients in going to sweats, learning from the land. She brings elders in to teach. For example, we had Shirley Gambler here yesterday doing a beading class. Next month we have a drum making class. And then we also bring in physical health. We have a nurse practitioner. We have a peer counselor that comes on site once a week and does substance misuse counseling. And then we have a bunch of programming in-house that clients take part of. We have pool tournaments, we have yoga, we have movie nights. So we have a lot of expectation for the folks who live here to participate and partake in the community.
I've been here since probably September, and it's all because of what happened at my apartment. Basically, it played on my mind. I couldn't believe somebody would do that to somebody. Right? So I've been here ever since, and these guys are just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. This whole crowd here, all the women and the guys that work here, they're just great. This is the way it should be. Everybody helping everybody out.
On site at Genesis, we have a cultural space that has a pool table in it. The residents really enjoy spending time in there. We also do birthday parties, workshops, all different types of activities into the cultural space, and they're welcome in there anytime. We also have 2 gazebos on site.
At the start, it was a little difficult because I think they were just assessing me to see where I needed to work, what I wanted to work on. And then by February, they signed me up with a counselor. And then after that, it just developed into me being more open. Kind of started working on my addictions. Some of the staff have been taking me on hikes, taking me to sweat ceremonies, getting me more in touch with my culture. They also do end of the month birthdays. Mine was last month, and then a couple other people were in April. So that was rather interesting and nice to be acknowledged.
Residents here at Genesis Place have 2 opportunities to support their community. One is the peer program that we offer here from Genesis Place, where they're offered an hourly wage and they get paid cash every Friday. And they go do cleanups in the community. One thing that's really important to us when school's on, even when school's out, but more particular when school's on, is that we have someone there going every morning and doing a poke check in the park. Just because that park is right across the street from the river, we know a lot of the folks live at the river, and so we go do a cleanup at the school before the kids come, and then we do a cleanup of the area. Another option is we're part of the Clean Team, which is an initiative with the North Shore BIA and Ask Wellness, and those folks have an opportunity where they work with the North Shore BIA and a team lead, and they get retrained in job skills. Also within that job comes a lot of wraparound support services, counseling, mental health, all those things that someone can need to be successful within their employment. So it's classified as supportive housing, but there's no time frame. As long as folks are meeting their goals and they're needing support and they're accessing the programs we're at, we'd never put a time frame on it. However, if you're living here and you're working and you're, not accessing the program we're offering, we're going to support you in that next step of finding something a little more independent.